happy super full moon in Aries. Let's just breathe. Healing energy in. Toxic energy out. Healing energy in. Toxic energy out. One more. Healing energy in. And toxic energy out. Wowee. What a moon. Burn it all down. Burn it all down. There's nothing left. There's nothing left of the past. It's gone. It has officially been burnt away. And you are starting anew. Congratulations. Now you are heading in a new direction because you are releasing the past through adversity. There's a connection to the lotus here and purifying the muddy water in order to bloom. You're moving within the Six of Swords. Here is your movement, your new direction. It's happening within the element of air. Now she's a peacock. There's symbolism for the phoenix rising from the ashes, because remember, your past has been burnt away by the Father. But you are still connected to it. It's been burnt away, but there's still a connection there's still something left here. There's that within the 7th house, your partnerships, companionship, best friends, marriage, relationships, opposition, equilibrium, sharing, communion, justice, balance, and social awareness. Whatever has been burnt away from your past, as death feeds life, and we're going to get more into this next time we meet up to discuss this moon, the supermoon, even further on the 1010 portal. There's an activation here. You're understanding that death feeds life. Your past has been burnt away by the Father, but you're still connected to someone in a partnership from your past. And what is unseen? The great mysteries of life, connection to working with the northern lights. And what is unseen? What is unknown? The mystery, God, and not having it all mapped out. You're going in a new direction, but this is not having it all mapped out. This is being able to live within the unknown, not having it all figured out to feel safe, but feeling safe, being present with God within the unknown and not having it all figured out and allowing it to naturally unfold. Now, you're trying to get back to the past, but it doesn't exist anymore. You're being held back by the Father because it's been burnt away. There's purpose to this because you're building with the Father the building blocks of your life, which is your connection to working with temperance and understanding that death feeds life and life feeds death, and the transmutation with the masculine, with the energy, that the matter the feminine must evolve with the masculine, the energy, by allowing the energy to be rebirthed and understanding that death feeds life and life feeds death. Something is put together here. There's an enlightenment within the Hanged Man. You're understanding something. You're putting the pieces together of how matter and energy are one here, and how there's divine alchemy with the Father, with the positive, and the positive is working with the element of fire, the Father, and the element of air, the Son, and getting them in alignment, getting your desires, which are a part of you and a part of the Father, and they're natural. And this is wild and untamed because it's God. Getting your desires in alignment with your thoughts. Not listening to the element of air. The element of air has been hacked. That's how the devil's telling you lies. But it's going back within and listening to your desires, your true desires, your heart's desires, not what these bullshit programs have told you to desire, but what your heart truly desires. And there's a restoration to innocence here. Within relationships and healing from lust and using your sexual energy in an unsacred way to you and to your quest and to your path. And there's a restoration of using your sexual energy authentically here for your manifestations and to balance your relationships with. So you've been asked to go within with the Ace of Wands here and work with the Father directly within the Hermit. To see yourself, to see the light within you, to see within you your connection to the Father, to the fire, to your flame. And in order to do this, you've had a revelation on an unmarked trail in the dark forest that has only been meant for you. Within the Six of Pentacles, now balance is being restored by the feminine, by what has happened with the revelation that you've had in your on the unmarked trail. As this has happened within you, happening within you. And because you're whole, it happened through the energy of the opposites coming together to create the whole. Thank you to that Pisces total blood moon lunar eclipse. Because your illusions, your fantasy, and fantasy is part of this world. It's part of God. It's part of you. You just see through the illusions created within it because there's so many layers to this stuff. In order to see your light, in order to see yourself. Remember, you had to go within and see your connection to the light within you. Not the light without you, but the light within you. The light within you. And you went all these layers to find the light within you and put all the pieces together. As death feeds life, and we're going to be building off of what this means here, because this is deep, in understanding how death feeds life here and life feeds death, so we can elevate this planet even further. It's an understanding, it's a knowing. Let's get an activation. Moon Oracle. Sleep with this oracle because sometimes never been connected to a deck of cards like I've been connected to this one from the moment it entered my life. I love the moon. You know, you hear some darker things about the moon, but you know what? For anything to be a part of this planet, it has dark and light, positive and negative. And where there's a fear put on something, and you know that there's always a fear, especially extra put on something connected to the feminine. And I believe there's purpose to the moon. I don't feel negative things when I connect to it. Like, you have to use your own intuition. And you need to cultivate that. And you need to move past fear within the lower world, your lower world and the lower world, to truly understand. And really, there's nothing to fear here. We are co-creating this world, all of us together, through the thoughts that we charge with our hearts. We are the co-creators of this world. And these evil forces know that, so they want to keep us co-creating separation, fear and division, and be afraid of everything. Be afraid of everyone. And be angry. They want to keep us in wrath. Let's be angry. They want to keep our solar plexus all out of whack by damaging our sacral and our root. And most of us don't even know our connection to the earth and the earth star, okay? But we're moving past all this. This is about having a healthy relationship with your light body and your energy centers and doing the work so that you're moving past fear and putting love where there's hate and holding space for people as they do this work on their quests. Understand everyone's at a different level, and this is really hard work. And move that energy up your spine so that you can house God within your pineal gland and heal and expand your electromagnetic energy field, manifest and co-create this high vibe world that you came here to co-create. And there's an achievement of working with the Father here within the Six of Wands. And she isn't enjoying the grapes. This is a harvest moon. She's enjoying the harvest. Look, she's gone from the Seven of Cups, seeing through a delusion, and there was a debauch, a corruption of the sensualities between divine feminine and masculine. That's why this work is being done to begin with. So there's an illusion being seen through in order to elevate the connection between divine feminine and masculine and understand their mission here, your mission. And there is something achieved here. She's enjoying tasting the fruit of these grapes that have been harvested. And there's 3 women here. She's enjoying the taste of the grapes. One woman is looking at the other woman, and the other woman is looking. Look, this woman is concerned about what this woman is doing, but this woman's just eating the grapes. She's just enjoying the grapes. Isolation, manipulation, and ambition. You're healing from manipulation. This is emotional, working with the cups. Here's the manipulation here. So you're healing from manipulation. To heal from isolation, because this whole message is about isolation. Through your ambitions, as you work with the earth, to do what? What are you doing? You know what you're doing? You're restoring your confidence. That's what this is about. You are restoring Your confidence. With the activation of your authenticity. That only you can see. This goes back to that unmarked trail with revelation. Like, this is only you can see. There is a solar plexus transformation happening, and she's upside down, and she's seeing all these shapes. She's having a third eye activation because she's healing with her solar plexus, her center of will, and she's going without to expand within with herself. And there's an achievement with Lady Fortuna, the daughter of Jupiter, and you expand, and there it is. You're gifted fortune because you've activated with yourself. You've pushed the energy. This is pushing the energy at what we just discussed. Move the energy from your lower world up into your upper world so that you can expand. Thank you, Pisces, that total blood moon in Pisces. And you are being called to recharge. It's a time to recharge now from what has happened with all these lies being told by the devil. But it's clearing. It's restoring balance and clearing within the element of air. Isn't this interesting? This signifies the reaping of the benefits gained through earlier attainments. You can enjoy the fruits of your labors. It's hilarious. Your confidence is boosted as you look back on your past achievements. It's a time for promoting and developing something good that you are proud of that was begun before. The moon in Aries is a time of recognition for past endeavors. You are able to make the most of your reputation and can push ahead on the strength of it, developing ideas already created. So look at that. Whatever the devil tried to take from you, it didn't work. It was all part of the plan. It allowed you to get creative with your truth. And the Father. Then the Emperor is the connection to working with Aries in the tarot. But it's with your truth and the connection to understanding the underworld and loving life. The Emperor has a nurture. He understands that there's a nurturing that needs to be honored to his people. In order for him to build structure, he's honored the feminine. He understands this, or all the structures that he's going to build are going to crumble. He's looking out for the greater good of his people. The moves that he's making, the structures that he's building are connected to life and all of life. Not just his life, but all of life. And there's more connection to this eclipse season. We're just going to get some tarot before we say goodbye. What's going on here with this eclipse season? Connection from this eclipse season to what's happening right now, and then our next message. It's solitude to grow. It's going within to grow for growth. And solitude is not, to heal from the devil, to heal from being obsessed, and to be able to trust. And this goes back to we talked about last time we met up that your past is become a part of your energetic signature, and it's allowing you to be gaslit. So you're letting go. Your past has been burnt away. By the Father, so you can no longer be gaslit about your past. You're healing from loneliness and understanding this solitude is for growth and for you to grow with the Father within. Everything we've discussed, this is about your growth within, to put the pieces that you need to put together of your mission and yourself. And in order to do this, you need to live in the present moment. You cannot continue to be gaslit about your past. And it's going to allow you to heal from obsessing and separation from yourself, separation from being able to love yourself and trust your mission and trust this place. You have to release this. There's a release of obsessing on your past and being gaslit from it, and being able to let go of it and to trust through heartbreak. But this heartbreak is part of how you're getting back your forward movement and being able to build security with your own life, with your own flame. And being able to understand. And when you understand what you need to understand, and this has to do with collapsing time, moving beyond the 4D and being able to live in the present moment. That's why you can't be gaslit about your past anymore. In order to collapse time, you have to live in the present moment and let this all unfold for your mission. So if you're constantly being gaslit about your past, you're going to be connected to your past and living in the past. This is having your whole past being burnt away by the Father. So you have no choice but to live within the present moment and expand and collapse time. And you gain some sort of support, which allows you to heal through your trauma and restore balance. And when you restore this balance, something is manifested here. Something is manifested here. Ooh. With the wheel. And the moon. Right here. There it happens. This structure within. This has to do with the structure within. You're rebuilding within. This has to do with seeing your flame within, with seeing the sun within, with seeing your connection to the Father within. And you let go of your burdens within the 10 of Wands, where your past is burnt away. There's a transformation. And the Queen of Cups is here, and now we have counterparts, the King and Queen of Cups, with a new beginning. And that allowed you to heal from your insecurities, from your past. And it was all through an introspection of going within to find your truth and your independence. Now something shifts here. So you found your independence with your truth and been able to get creative with your truth by having this introspection and having your past be burnt away, to see your authenticity in yourself and that you are a good person. And who is gaslighting you about your past has been part of your growth, part of your development, part of understanding yourself here and who you truly are. Healing from codependency and you seeing your worth. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Look at that. And luck is on your side with the new moon in Sagittarius. And this is what you're doing here. What you're doing is you're showing the world the real you. And it is dark and light, and it is owning the nasty, evil things that have happened to you here too. And it's owning what is dark within you. It's owning all of it, and it's not, you know, saying I'm a good girl or I'm a bad, I mean, I'm a good girl and I'm a good boy. And trying to play this game that is inauthentic, that we all play. For fear of guilt, for fear of shame, for fear of, you know, somebody finding out that you're not good enough, that you've made a mistake, that you've played into the evil, that you've played into what's lower vibrational. But it's all part of it. You came here to experience this and to not separate and disown these pieces of yourself, but to honor them. But there's an integration here, and then to do the work, because your authentic self is a higher vibrational soul to do this mission. But it's to integrate these lower vibrational things and to be able to hold space and to understand we're all one and this is a mission here. And to not judge, to not get into, you know, to not judge, to not be a critic, to not attack, to not do what everybody does here, but you understand. All this is for you to understand and to hold space and to know that everything has everyone and everything has a stem to it, and there is a dark to it, and there is a light to it, and we're not fearing the dark, and there's levels to dark, because there's good dark and there's bad dark, evil dark, there's, you know, beautiful dark. There's so many levels to everything. There's, you know, good positive and bad positive, a darker positive, and there's a good and bad in everything. There's a positive and a negative in everything for it to be here, for it to be a part of this space and place. And understanding what creation is here, because there's more than one thing coming together to create all of this and going deep into all of this, which we are going to go down this rabbit hole because it is quite the rabbit hole. And that there is the mother of creation is part of this mission, and there is justice being served for the evil, corrupt things that have happened within what has been created. She is here. She gives a fuck. She's part of this. She's part of why we're here. Now, when you show the world the real you, which is what you're doing here, you are the most powerful you can be. Your electromagnetic energy field is the most powerful it can be. And the Father is on your side. One more. The Father is on your side. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse, and there it is. See that? See that? There's our connection to the Father, this super moon in Aries, the eclipse season, and positivity. At the end of the day, this is about seeing the sun within you, creating with positivity, so you can't continue to be gaslit from your past. You must create with positivity now. These are the building blocks for your future. And confidence is key to your success. That's why it's been activated with this supermoon. Much love. I look forward to seeing you next time. Remember, our last message, this message, and the next message with this 1010 portal, they're all a string. They're all connected. Much love. I look forward to seeing you then when we expand. Take care. And happy supermoon in Aries. Enjoy expanding with the child, from the child to the Father. Much love.